What's up, my Essential Units? It's Essential Man here, so this is my review of WrestleMania 38 Night 1. What a good first half for WrestleMania 38. So, no matches on the kickoff show for both nights at WrestleMania 38. So, the first match to kick off WrestleMania 38 Night 1. This is for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Usos, the reigning defending SmackDown Tag Team Champions, defending the belts against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. An okay opener. It's not, like, the match is not terrible, but at the same time wasn't very important. It was just a standard tag team title match, you know. I don't think that match in the opener is a WrestleMania worthy match. This match, I don't say it's memorable. You had one more in the match. You had Rick Boogs. He was fine in this match, but he injured his knee in the process in this match. You know, in the middle of this match, he had both the Usos on his shoulders, and then his knee completely gave out. I thought that's just a work, but he literally tear his knee in the process. I'll get to more of Rick Boogs after this match. So. Nakamura kicked out of the Uso splash, but in the end, the Usos hit the 1D onto Shinsuke Nakamura to win this match and retain the tag team titles. It's very predictable that the Usos are walking out as the reigning defending SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Like I said, it was not a terrible match. It wasn't fantastic. It was just okay. It's just okay. I think looking on Wikipedia, it was last about 6 minutes. Wish I had more time, but. I don't know, but feel sorry for Rick Boogs, man. I thought it's just a work injury, but instead he literally hurt his knee in this match. So I wish Rick Boogs a speedy recovery. So move on to the next match. So the next match, speaking of not a WrestleMania worthy match, we got Drew McIntyre taking on Happy Corbin. That is Baron Corbin with Madcap Moss in Corbin's corner. I don't want to talk about this match, you know, a lot. You know, it was, like I said, it wasn't a terrible match. It was okay. But at the same time, I think it was boring. I was completely bored about this match. It was just punch, 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 kick, kick, kick. In the end, I think Drew hit the Future Shot DDT. I think Corbin kicked out. I don't think Corbin hit the Ends of Days onto Corbin. Sorry, McIntyre, sorry. Yeah, I don't think Corbin hit the Ends of Days finisher onto Drew McIntyre. I don't know, but I was completely tuned out of this match. You know, we've seen it at day one. I don't really watch a lot of Raw. You know, it's like so predictable and not worthy. It's just it's very sad that, like, in my prediction videos, it's very sad because in the last two WrestleManias for Drew McIntyre's in 36 and 37, in those other previous two nights WrestleManias, he was in the WWE title picture against Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. And then in this WrestleMania, he's facing Baron Corbin. Why? I don't know. In the end, he hit the Claymore kick onto onto Corbin for the win. And afterwards, he kind of like used the sword. It's over a fucking sword, by the way. McIntyre hit the sword onto the ropes, and the ropes completely collapsed. What the fuck? Moving on. So the next match is, like, you can tell after the first two matches of night one of WrestleMania 38, you can tell, like, the show got better. Like, the other two matches, like, the first two matches, you know, the SmackDown Tag Team title match and Drew versus Corbin, like I said, not terrible matches, but not great. But I'll get to my final rating of this show in the end of this review. So, anyway, so the next match, this is an entertaining, fun match. This is a non-tag team title match. We got the Mysterios. That is Rey and Dominic Mysterio taking on The Miz and Logan Paul. This was good. I really like this match. Logan Paul impressed me in this match. He's not like, he doesn't have like a move set like, and he doesn't have like the techniques of a Bret Hart or a Shawn Michaels. I'm gonna repeat myself. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he doesn't have the technique like a Randy Savage, a Bret Hart, or a Shawn Michaels. You know, he did held on his own. You know, he did hit some okay moves. I'm trying to keep it short and simple, folks. The Mysterios hit like a double 619 onto Logan Paul. In the end, The Miz has the last laugh. Hit the skull crushing finale onto Dominic. No, it wasn't Dominic. Oh, sorry, Rey Mysterio for the win. And afterwards, you had Miz and Logan Paul cheered. But yeah, and afterwards you had the Miz lock it, hit the Storm Crushing finale onto Logan Paul. The fans cheered, and that was it. I think at the time, I think people just do not like the Paul brothers. Jake and Logan Paul. It's funny, like nearly 1 year. It's been almost 1 year since he fought like Floyd Mayweather in that boxing fight. But yeah, it was a fun, entertaining tag team match. It was. I really like it. So moving on to, that was match number 3. Match number 4. This is technically the match of the night for WrestleMania 38 Night 1. This is for the Raw Women's Championship. We got Becky Lynch. She's not Demon, she's Big Time Bex, defending the Raw Women's title against Bianca Belair. Yeah, this is their rematch from SummerSlam just last summer. I really like this match. There's a lot to talk about. I don't want to get in too much, otherwise it'll be a very long review. I really like it. It was physical. Like in the few seconds, you had Becky hit the Manplex slam. Was it the manhandle? Sorry, the manhandle slam onto Bianca Belair. Blair tapped out. Kicked out. Sorry, tongue twisted moment. He kicked out, not tap out. When Becky, hit the manhandle slam onto Bianca Belair, and Blair kicked out. So Bianca, I think, hit like a suplex onto the hard floor outside the ring. That was sick. There was almost a count out moments, like Becky hit another manhandle slam onto the steel steps. It was physical, by the way. Becky throwing Bianca into the steel steps, and then minutes later she hit a second manhandle slam onto Bianca onto the steps. I thought Becky's going to win this match via a countout to retain her title, but instead Bianca got back in there in the last seconds. Bianca hit like before that, she locked in, Becky's submissioner. That is the disarmer. But Becky reached the ropes. I think Becky locked in a normal armbar, but Bianca countered it. Basically, she holding her arm when Becky still locked in the hold. Becky I think she kind of managed to like hurricanrana herself out of the ring ropes and into the floor. I don't think it's a scary. I don't think it's a scary spot, but yeah, Bianca hit I think it's not the KOD. I think it was kind of like a gut buster. I think it was an alternate. I think it was an alternate version of the Snake Eyes onto the top turnbuckle, followed with a 450 splash. They kicked out. So trying to keep it short and simple. This was getting really good. I really like this match. In the end, Bianca managed to hit the KOD onto Becky Lynch to win this match and become the Raw Women's Champion for the first time. Because last year she beat Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's title, I think. So it's been 1 year since I reviewed Mania 37. It's funny, they both have Match of the Year candidates. Sasha Bianca in WrestleMania 37 last year, and then now this against Becky Bianca. It's funny, Bianca beat 3 out of the 3 horsewomen. I think she beat Sasha, she beat Becky, she beat Bayley. Last year before Bayley got hurt, the only horsewoman she never fought or win was against Charlotte Flair. Maybe they might do a future match down the road. So I like this match, physical match. I think the right person won because, Bianca got her revenge on Becky because, the SummerSlam match, that last few seconds, that was Becky's first match return since she came, since she got, preparing for the birth of her child. Yeah. Like it, match of the night. It was physical, good chemistry, and this is technically match of the year. Maybe not just in WWE, but in pro wrestling, maybe, So moving on to the next match. So, I say the women's title match is match of the night. Very close of tying the previous match. So the next match we got Seth Rollins preparing for his mysterious WrestleMania opponent. And I thought it's going to, the predictable side, I thought it's going to be, oh, fucking hell, John Cena. And he'll be burying Seth Rollins, but it wasn't John Cena. Sorry, I burped. I thought it wasn't John Cena. But the light came out, the light was out. It was black. I thought, oh shit, Bray Wyatt. He resigned to the company. But no, Cody Rhodes. He came out with his AEW theme music and his nickname, the American Nightmare. I'll explain more about Cody Rhodes after this match. So, the match between Cody and Seth Rollins was good. Cody and Seth, they had the match before, back in 2013, in the rivalry between the Rhodes and the Shield. This was good. I really liked this match. It was physical. I think there was some crazy bumps in this match. I think Cody Irish whipped Rollins outside the ring, and also not Irish whip, kind of suplex Rollins outside the ring, and Rollins he ended up Irish whip himself also outside the ring. Rollins hit a ferocious turnbuckle bomb onto the barricade. This was really good. This was getting good. I think Cody hit the Cody cutter onto Seth Rollins. I think it was the Cody cut onto Rollins. Rollins kicked out. I think Cody kicked out I think he kicked out the stump, the Falcon Arrow, and the pedigree. I'm trying to keep it short and simple, folks. Rollins shouted to Cody, "Welcome back to the big times, bitch." In the end, Cody hit the he hit one crossroads. Rollins kicked out. I think he hit not two, and I think he hit three crossroads. He managed to hit the second one and the third one onto Rollins for the win. I'm guessing it's his version of the Three Amigos, and also he did he paid tribute to his dad, and also going back a little bit to the Mysterios versus Miz and Logan Paul match. You had Logan Paul did the Three Amigos to rub insults. They're paying tribute to Eddie. I get it. Anyway, so back to this match. So Rollins kicked out the first crossroads, but Rhodes managed to hit the second and third for the win. So in my video on Cody Rhodes going back to WWE, it's predictable that he's going back to WWE. I think sometimes I think Cody's a hypocrite going back, because why are you going back to a company that really fucked you over? And also at the same time, why you want to go back for the same amount of money? Because AEW's got money. Why you go back for a company with money? It's like me going to. It's like it's like Phil Foden playing for Man City and also then going to PSG. Money, because both clubs are the richest clubs in the world. I don't get it. But it's good to see Cody coming back. I'm not gonna be flip-flopping, but I'll give it 1 month, see how it can do. If they fuck them over, I think he's a dumbass return to the company. But I don't see Brandy coming back, showing up on WWE television. I don't think they're going to call her Brandy, probably call her Eden. She was Eden in her first run. But I'm glad Cody came out with the American theme music, American Nightmare trademark, his nickname and his AEW theme. He's not. I thought he came out with just Smoke and Mirrors, his original theme music from his first run in the company. But how they're gonna see what's the aftermath? I can see Cody, in my opinion, be the one who I can see Cody winning a world title in WWE. I think he's come back. I think the reason why he wants to come back to win the world title in WWE, he never got that in WWE. Yeah, he's won world titles in Ring of Honor and defeated Nick Aldis. I think it was Nick Aldis at All Out in 2018. So I get it. So moving on to match number 6. Match number 6. This is for the SmackDown Women's Title. Charlotte Flair, the Queen, taking on the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey. Rowdy Ronda Rousey. I like this match. Not on the same level as the Becky Bianca match from earlier on the show. I'm trying to say. I like this match. I think the wrong person got over in this match. So I think you had both Charlotte and Ronda, locking ankle locks. A lot of submission holds. I think Flair locked in the figure 8 leg lock onto Ronda. I think Ronda managed to get out of the hold. I think there was some technical problems, with it completely when Charlotte locked in the figure 4 leg lock onto Ronda. The camera kind of cut to black for a second. I don't know. I thought that was the end of the match, but no, they still continue. The ending was a bit anticlimactic. So there was a referee bump. Ronda locked in the armbar onto Charlotte Flair. Charlotte tapped out. Referee did not see it. In the end, Charlotte hit the big boot onto Ronda Rousey to win this match, to retain the SmackDown Women's title. Like I said, good match, but wrong person got over. You know, I think that it's just anticlimactic. You know, Charlotte just hit the big boot randomly, and that was it. You know, I think they're saving time for the main event. We'll get to the main event shortly, but I think it kind of damaged Ronda Rousey's momentum. Like, you know, it's just like, I like Charlotte Flair, don't get me wrong, I like Charlotte Flair, you know, I like her as a person, but I just don't like Charlotte Flair, the character, the queen. What that means, you know, it's very funny, she's calling her queen, but she never won the Queen of the Ring tournament. If she, like, she never came out wearing the crown and the scepter, maybe, but it's just like, she's just Ric Flair's daughter. I'm not dissing her. I'm just saying, like, it's just like typical WWE going back to the same old shit, going back to the past. It just doesn't remind you as Charlotte Flair. They just remind the fans of Ric Flair. You know, it's just like, it's just sad. Charlotte doesn't really get her own character. You know, look at the Usos. They are the son of Rikishi. You don't see, you know, Jimmy and Jay doing the stink face. No. You don't see that, you know. They come up with their own characters. They do the war dance warriors in the first few years in their run in the company, and then in the second half they were the rappers. You know, like, it's with Charlotte, it's the same. She's wearing the robe, and then every time I feel like when Ronda kicked out with the near fall, she's trying to do Ric Flair's facial expression. You know, she's not Ric Flair. The one nitpick about her, she doesn't have the personality and charisma like her dad. It's just like, it really hurt her. You know, I wish Charlotte can be someone else instead of like being her dad. It's just like a brand at this moment in time. So, what's next? You know, they're gonna do a rematch at WrestleMania Backlash. I don't know. I think it's May. Backlash. It'd be too little, too late. You know. But I think Charlotte should have Ronda should have won the title on this show. Like I say, if Ronda do the rematch at WrestleMania Backlash next month, Ronda wins the title. It's be too little, too late. So, anyway, so moving on to you got the Hall of Fame segment. That's another topic for another time. But so yeah, it's good to see the Undertaker and Scott Steiner. You know, the Steiners in the Hall of Fame. Scott Steiner and the Steiners in WWE television for years. For Scott Steiner for almost 20 years. Yeah, I heard Crying Time was in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, you had it was. They didn't. I don't want to get into it. You know, you had Shad's wife and daughter accepting the Warriors Award. You know, but I don't want to get into it. Another topic for another time. So, anyway, so moving on to the main events, you had the Kevin Owens show / the match with Stone Cold Steve Austin. We'll get to that part later on. So, yeah, Kevin Owens got booed in Texas. You know, he's basically talking shit about the state of Texas. He said, like, if Austin don't follow his rules, I'm going to Stone Cold Stunner him, pouring beer in his stupid head. And, yeah, Austin came out, you know, he did the whole, he had the lot of want chants, you know, he had to, like, mocking Owens with his, stupid beady eyes, his beard, his haircut, you know. I think he called him a stupid son of a bitch, you know. For, like, running his mouth on the state of Texas. He came out riding his doom buggy, and he basically Owens challenged him to a fight, a no-holds barred match, you know, and Austin said he called Owens a sack of shit. And I'm glad they didn't silence the shit, you know, they just let it uncensored. Yeah, they probably censored it if you watch it on YouTube, the clip. So, we got. I think Owen says, you know, your back, your knees, your back, your neck is shot. It's worse than there ever be. But you know, it's like this is definitely Austin's first match as a pro wrestler since WrestleMania 19 in 2003, nearly 20 years ago against The Rock. The match between Owens and Austin, it was good. You know, I understand they were playing the strengths of Austin, because at this moment in time, Austin had no I don't think he takes a physical bump in this match. It's for the best, you know. play to his strength. He's a brawler. The brawling in the crowd. I think Owens was going for like a typical senton off the top. I think it was off the top rope. Not off the top rope. He's trying to go for like his typical cannonball. But Austin got out of the way. He went through the table. They were fighting in the crowd. I think Austin took one bump. I think Owens suplexed him onto the floor, fighting in the crowd. Trying to keep it short and simple, folks. Fighting in the stage, the LED stage. Owens hit his stunner onto Austin. Austin kicked out. Yeah, and Austin was covering himself with beer. In the end, Austin hit the Stone Cold Stunner onto Kevin Owens to win this match. His first WrestleMania win for 20 years. Yeah, because his final match was against The Rock for almost 20 years. It was 19 years. His final match with The Rock was in 2003. And his last WrestleMania win before his match with Kevin Owens was against Scott Hall at WrestleMania 18 20 years ago. So, and after that, the following year, he lost to The Rock in his final match, and that was it. So, yeah, I think Austin brings up his first match was in Dallas, Texas. He brought it up to his farewell speech at Survivor Series in 2003. It's a good callback to that. But yeah, it wasn't going to be a great match, but it was a fun, decent opener. A fun, decent main event to close off night 1 of WrestleMania 38. So Austin drive towards the sunset, with his Doom Buggy, and that was it. So anyway, so my final rating for WrestleMania 38 night 1, I give it a 9 out of 10. This was a good show, a good first half of WrestleMania 38 night 1. Really good, technically the first half of WrestleMania 38 I'm trying to say. So night one was good. Nothing truly terrible. The only thing I put in the bad is Rick Boogs' injury in the opener. But besides that, in the OK, you had the 2 opening matches. The SmackDown Tag Team title match between the Usos versus Nakamura and Boogs, and McIntyre versus Corbin. But besides that, you had some really fun matches, like the Mysterio versus Miz and Logan Paul match was fun. I like Cody versus Seth match. I like the 2 women's title matches, Charlotte versus Ronda, and Becky versus Bianca, match of the night of night 1 of WrestleMania 38. So yeah, it was a fun it's a fun opener. It's fun first half of WrestleMania 38. So can't wait to review night 2. So anyway, so hope you enjoyed my review of WrestleMania 38 night 1. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button, click the like, click the bell. Subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. Be part of the Central Unit for more wrestling videos and more. Stay tuned for next time for my review of night 2 of WrestleMania 38. This is the Central Man officially signing out. Check you later, folks.